chapter 3, integration. So let me today teach you how to score 10 over 10, okay? This particular chapter, always when they come out in SPM, right, they always come out in paper 2, okay? Paper 1 and paper 2. But paper 2 always very standardized. They will have area, they will have volume. So today, my focus is area, volume, and with some hot questions so that you guys will like, score full marks for that, 10 marks, okay? So definitely you guys will understand a lot in these 2 hours, okay? So my dear, for chapter 3 called integration, let's talk about some basic before we start on. So can anyone tell me integration, right, is, okay, never mind, I ask you this first. Can anyone tell me why, when we differentiate it, we always call it as what? Thank you, Tianqi, dy dx. Then may I know, guys, if I start from fx, I differentiate it, I call it dfx dx. Very good, Yongqing, we call it f prime x. Apostrophe, we call it prime. So actually, this is called differentiation. Then do you know what is integration? Differentiation and integration is actually like enemy. Because y go to dy dx is differentiation, dy dx come back to y, we actually call it integration. So may I know, whenever you guys differentiate, what is the 2 step that you guys doing, like whenever you guys differentiate, like plus, minus, times, divide? Very good, Tianqi, you guys always times. After you times, very good, Misha, then you minus 1. Why you guys confused? You guys times first, then you minus 1. Then times minus 1 because you terbalik. So times will become divide. Minus will become plus. But because the sequence also will terbalik, so minus 1 terbalik will be plus 1. Times terbalik will be divide. So this one will be plus 1 first, only divide. Not divide first. It's plus 1 first, only divide. You guys don't confuse. But later on, you guys will remember everything. Okay? So this is the basic about integration. So my today's focus will be area and volume. Which if you are not my student before, you guys will be quite weak on it, okay? But never mind, after today, it will be fine, okay? So my dear, first thing first, okay? My style of teaching this chapter is a bit different, okay? You're going to follow me, yeah? So guys, first thing first is area. So do you know, whenever you want to find area, there's always 2 ways to find area. One of it is using dx. One of it is using dy. Let me write down the formula first for you, okay? So you know or not, whenever you're using dx, right, the formula will look like this, okay? Remember, whenever you're using dx, in front is always xx. So eventually, all the corner is x, but inside is always y. Okay, this is how the formula look like, okay? Then whenever you're using dy, right, then obviously the behind part is dy. Then in front will be yy. So all the corner is y, but inside will be x, okay? Then you might be thinking, teacher, then how do I decide whether using dx or dy? Okay, I'll write for you. So for area, you will base on where shaded region stick. That is always how I tell my students. So my dear, you will base on where the shaded region, okay, sorry, I should write this word, fully stick. So it need to base on where they stick. Look, if they stick on x-axis, then you guys will be using dx. If they stick on y-axis, then you guys will be using dy. But you must fully stick. So you fully stick on x-axis using dx, fully stick on y-axis using dy. Sometimes they're not fully stick. Sometimes they got lubang, or maybe they semi-flying, or maybe the whole thing is flying, So they are not fully stick. So if you're my student, can you guys tell me, if they fully stick, you straight away find. If they're flying or semi-flying or got lubang, all using what method? Very good, Li Ling. Big minus small. So for those who don't understand this, never mind. Later on, I start, you guys will understand. Okay, just remember the concept first. Whenever they stick, then you straight away find. Whenever they fly, you're using big minus small. Okay, later on you understand. So do you know, whenever they stick on x-axis, because x-axis look like this, right? So when you find the area, they can only focus one side. Please remember, this formula eventually got a limitation. They can only look at one side. They cannot look at the other side. It's like your face. I look at you. I can look at whatever behind me, right? So that's why I can only look at one side. So same for now, whenever x-axis, right, you can only see either top or bottom. So eventually, if one part got top and bottom, you don't tell me using dx. It's not whether you can or cannot. It's the formula cannot. So don't tell me, teacher, find one side times 2 lah. My dear, how to find one side times 2 cannot, okay? They can only focus one side. So you see, it's either top or bottom. And remember, the area on top and bottom will be slightly different. Whenever your area is on top, the answer always come out positive. When your area is at the bottom, right, come out is always negative. But area is lost. How is it possible your area answer be negative, right? So whenever you see your area answer got negative, then you will need to ask you guys something so that you guys will have some participations. Very good, sweetheart. You guys need to add a modulus to make it a positive. So you need to add yourself, you cannot forget that, okay? Next one, my dear, that is for x-axis. Then for y-axis, obviously, it's not top and bottom already lah. Y-axis, isn't it, then is a right-left thing, correct? Right side is always positive. Left side is always negative. Okay, remember that. Then, again, area won't have negative. So whenever you see negative, you just add a modulus to make it positive. Okay, so this is all about area. This is how you decide dx or dy. Now, let's talk about volume. Normally, okay, I won't say 100%, but normally 90% of the questions, they will come out area and volume together. So volume, same thing, also got two methods. So again, same thing. One is using dx, one is using dy. So you know or not, whenever you're using dx, in front, again, xx, inside y, isn't it totally look the same as the area formula? But of course, they got slightly different. How is it possible they look the same, right, my dear? So what is the difference? So for volume, what I need to add on, guys, actually, I have nothing to ask you guys, but I feel like you guys need to participate a bit. I scared you guys fall asleep. Thank you, Jenru. You guys need to add a pi in front. Need to add a square on top. So guys, don't forget, for volume, right, just need to add on the pi, add on the square, that eventually look the same as the area formula. So same for this one. So dy, in front you put yy, inside you put x. And because they are volume, you guys will have a pi. You guys will have a square. Okay, this is how the formula look like. Then again, volume, how do you decide using dx or dy? Okay, stick or not is still very important, but volume decide is not based on stick. So volume decide based on, yes, general based on the questions, but based on where the shaded region rotate. Okay, I should write capital letter. Rotate. Okay, my dear, then you might be asking, teacher, why they will rotate? Because, my dear, think about it. Area, right, is something flat. Something flat only we call it area. So this is a 2D. But why you guys will have volume? Obviously, you become 3D. So whenever you become 3D, only they will become volume, correct? So later on, I will show you guys how they become 3D. So they always only show you 2D. But it's because 2D, they turn one round. You just imagine when you turn, you become solid. When you turn, you become solid. That's why they become 3D. So that's why they will always turn. So they turn, they always call it rotate. So they will rotate the axis, rotate the y-axis to decide whether using dx or dy. So when they rotate x-axis, using dx. When they rotate y-axis, then using dy. Okay, this is eventually how you decide, okay? Then another thing I want to purposely mention is, even you rotate axis, you're using dx, but stick or not is still important. So volume, sometimes they will fly also. So the same concept, big minus small. And maybe you will ask me, then teacher, how about this thing? Will this apply for volume? No, I can straight away tell you volume, don't have negative answer. If you get any negative answer in volume, 100% you're wrong. Why volume don't have negative? Maybe you tell me, but teacher, maybe they're at the bottom. My dear, that is because of, for area at the bottom, okay, when I turn one round on axis, I will become a bola shape, correct? Then think about it. If my shaded region is at the bottom, I turn one round on axis, I also become a bola shape. So I where got any negative thing? No. So eventually, whether I on top or bottom, I turn one round, I'm still a spear. So whether I on left or right, I turn one round, I am still look like a spear. So actually, I don't care whether you shape on left or right. So for volume, there is no negative at all. Remember that, okay? So I think I am done. What else I need to say? Nothing. Later on, when I start, you guys will understand. So if you guys want to screenshot, you can screenshot now. So I give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, shall we? Let's take our notes. Wait, where's mine? Here. Okay, go, because we are doing integration. So we go down. So guys, I start from a 10 marks questions. Can we? Can we go to page? Can you guys go to page 25? Don't have notes, it's totally fine. I'll take a full scale out, it's totally fine. Okay, question 11. Let me start low. They say diagram above, you can see, shows a straight line, y equals to 3x, so this is a straight line, and a curve, y equals to negative x squared over 2 plus 8, intersecting at P. So both of them intersecting at P. Totally everything I can see. So you see, start from A. So you see, my dear, later on, can you see the B is area, the C is volume? That is my focus on. But A, usually they will mix with other chapter. So they might doing this chapter, or they might mixing differentiation, or they might mixing mixing Form 4 Chapter 7. I think it's 7. Coordinate geometry. So you guys, all this chapter need to be good, okay? So when I look at this, they want to find H, K, and M. So guys, I will focus on H and K first. Can you straight away tell me the H and K actually is point P? What do we call this point P? What midpoint? People where got say is midpoint. Very good, Ruby. So guys, this point, isn't it, we call it intersection point. Intersection point. Actually, you learned in Form 4 Chapter 7. So what is intersection point? Intersection point is when you have two lines, they bang each other on that point, we call it intersection point. So always, how do we find intersection point? We're using substitution. So can you see that point touching the straight line? So the straight line can call equation 1. The point also touching the curve, so the curve can call equation 2. So now what can we do is sub 1 into 2. So my dear, I will sub this y inside this y column. So since both of them also y, I can call it y equals to y. So one of it, I copy it on the left. One of it, I copy it on the right. Let's move around. So first, my dear, don't tell me divide by 2, move it over times 2. Some of them didn't overdo the 8. So that's why the easiest method is everyone times 2. So this one times 2, 6x. This one times 2, negative x squared. This one times 2, 16. So what do they look like? I think they look like a general form. So every single thing, move it to one side. So let's say I move it to the left side. So I take out my calculator and I start to press. Mode, one right side 2, 1, 6, negative 16. The first x answer, I guess getting 2. The second x answer, I guess getting negative 8. So you know or not, you get 2 answers, that means supposingly they got 2 intersection point. So let's say the curve like that, then isn't it got 1 there, 1 down here, correct? So that's why I guess getting 2 answers is quite normal, but may I know you think now the answer should be what? 2 or negative 8. Very good. Least, of course, is 2. Why is it 2? Because, my dear, my H, isn't it on the right side of my origin? So all of them is on the right side on top. Isn't it? It should be positive. So based on that, I know my X answer should be positive. So isn't it my X answer should be 2? So after you guys get your X, how do you find your Y? You sub back. You like your equation 1, you sub back to your equation 1. You like equation 2, you sub back to your equation 2. I guess getting 6. So from there, I know my answer is 2, 6. But when I do myself that time, but when they write that time, they write HK. So isn't it HK and 2, 6 will be the same. So from here, I know H is 2. From here, I know K is 6. Done. Saw it? But is it really done? No. What else I need to find? I still need to find M. So guys, isn't it M is exactly on the point Q? Can anyone tell me this point Q? On this particular part, what do we call this? What do we call a point on the x-axis? I don't want to talk to me. Thank you, Nicholas. X-intercept. So guys, this point on the x-axis, we always call it x-intercept. So x-intercept, y equals 0. Then eventually, they already tell you the coordinate is m0. So isn't it, I can sub the m0 into the coordinate equation, that if it's eventually, I can get the answer. So which one should I sub? So can you guys see the Q actually touching the curve? Obviously, you can only sub the curve because you touch the curve, right? So equation 2, y equals to negative x squared over 2 plus 8. So I know my y is 0, my x is m over 2 plus 8. Let's move around. Minus, move it over plus, equivalent to 8. Divide, move it over times. Square, move it over square root. Square root 16, please, is plus minus 4. But then obviously my Q now is on the right side of it. So I know my M need to be bigger than 0. So my M answer, isn't it 4? So I hope you guys understand that is how I get the answer. I highlight for you guys. So I get 4, I get 2, I get 6. So these are the 3 answers I getting. Is so far okay or not, people? Can I talk this with this speed? I scared I'm too slow, then you guys want to fall asleep also. So this speed, is it totally okay? It give me more response, my dear. Even though I know a lot of you guys doing by yourself, but can I have a bit of response? Too fast, a bit fast, Oh, okay. Sorry, I fast. But is it? But do you guys get it? Even though I fast, I fast because it's mathematics. Because this Form 4 Chapter 7, I mean to do Form 5, right? So yeah, that is the speed. Like the 2 person who say I fast, can you tell me, is it? Okay, then I slow down a bit. Sorry. I forget this is a seminar. Sorry. So guys, cannot. So this is the A. Is it okay? Can I move on? Okay, I think can. B. Can? Okay. For those who say can, all is my students, my dear. For those who say fast, is all not my students. I know, okay, now I try to get a balance between it, okay? Okay, can lah. B, they say, find the area of shaded region. So now they want to find the area of shaded region. So guys, now you know it's area. So remember not, just now I told you, what about area? I say area, you must base on where you stick. So it depends on where you stick. Then my dear, listen to me. If you guys want to score very well on area volume, you need to remember, you need to prepare something before you start. What you need to prepare? So think about it. Whenever you stick on what x-axis y-axis isn't it the value of the x-axis, y-axis is very important. Now you look at your graph, it's all empty. You don't even have all the value, like this one 0. What is this? You don't know. What is this? You don't know. Upper pun don't know. Don't you feel like you need to find it out? So just now, you already found your H and K. Why don't you update it? So isn't it this one you guys already get 2, 6? Isn't it this one you guys already get 4? Correct? So eventually you guys already got all of that. Then what you need to write? You need to write it down nicely. Okay, see the Q here is 4. Okay. I always tell my students, right, when the point is flying, what you guys need to do? When the point is flying, guys, my own student, whenever point is flying. No, whenever the point is flying. Very good, Misha. What big minus small? I say the point is flying. I didn't say the shaded region is flying, my dear. The point is flying. Very good. Only Misha, correct. Draw the dot line. Now, my dear, remember to draw the dot line, okay? Draw the dot line is not a must, but trust me, I teach for so long. Draw the dot line will increase your imagination. You guys always cannot imagine well, it's because you never draw the dot line. I highly recommend you guys draw the dot line, okay? You will understand me after today. So draw the dot line down, 2. Draw the dot line over, 6. Correct, my dear? Okay, now you see, very legit already. Here kosong, here dua, here 4, here kosong, here 6. Okay, I feel like I want to find this top also. This top, can I find? Okay, eventually it's not very important, but you know, I just try to be 100. I just try to, like, you know, find out everything I can find out just in case you guys suspect, okay? So my dear, this point on the y-axis is actually called y-intercept. Y-intercept, right? X equals 0, correct? That point touch the curve. So the curve actually, you guys all know y-intercept is the C. So when I look at the curve, I saw the C, I straight away saw 8. So isn't it here is 8? Can? So for those who just now say I fast, is this speed okay? Do you guys understand? I get 0, 2, 4, 0, 6, 8. Is it all okay? Can? Okay. Can have one person keep answer me so that I know the pace is it too fast, okay? So guys, with all that, right, now you can find the area lah. Do you still remember just now I say area decide dx dy based on what? Based on where you stick. So my dear, look at this shaded region. Can anyone tell me? This one quite obvious. They stick on x-axis or y-axis. Very good, very good, Gashun. Obviously, this one fully stick on x-axis. Can you guys see that? Not even got satu lubang. The whole thing stably stick. No matter how you touch it, how you shake it, I don't think they will even eventually drop because it's so stable. Can you see that? Don't tell me using dy, you're not even touching y-axis. So fully stick on x-axis, correct? So since they fully stick, this question definitely using dx, okay? But eventually, even though they fully stick on x-axis using dx, I don't think it's straight away using dx and get one answer. Because look carefully, everyone. When you stick on x-axis, you cannot straight away from 0 find until 4. What is the problem? Because when you from 0 find until 4, do you realize actually some of them is under the straight line, some of them is under the curve. So in this case, you know what you need to do? You need to find from 0 to 2 first. Because 0 to 2 is under a straight line. You guys all see that? And then from 2 to 4, isn't it they under the curve? So isn't it both of them under different equation? Because when you do later on, the formula need to sub an equation. So if I under 2 different equations, what made you think I can do together? Obviously, I need to separate find. So how do I separate find? I draw for you. You draw also. So when you want to find the area for this, even they fully stick, you want to using dx, but you should find from 0 to 2, which is actually a right angle triangle. And then you should find from 2 to 4, which I always call it area under curve. Then isn't it in between, you put a plus, you just add them together, then you will get the area for the whole thing, correct? So my dear, then how do I find the left side one? The left side one is actually a right angle triangle. So, see, you want to, okay, because they fully stick on axis, you want to use dx. In front put XX, inside put Y. Isn't it? This is the formula I taught you guys just now. Same for this one. Stick on axis using dx. In front put XX, inside put Y. Isn't it the same formula? Correct? You want to use this method to do also can. And I want to say, or I want to say, in front actually called right angle triangle. Right angle triangle actually got another option. You want to use 1/2 times base times height also can. So whichever you guys prefer lah. Very good, Ruby. So guys, I think you will prefer 1/2 times base times height because that is what I think I will prefer also as a student. Because easier ma. So guys, this one I will use 1/2 times base times height. So when I look at this, I know the base is from 0 to 2. 0 to 2, the base is 2. Next is the height. The height is 0 to 6. 0 to 6, the height is 6. Wow, isn't it the right angle triangle? So easy to find, correct? Then how about this one? This one, my dear, because just now I say you stick on axis. Then when you stick on axis, so these two x value, right, is to put the xx, can you see? So what xx value you put? Xx value is always for the value from where to where you stick, then you put it in. So my dear, now when you look at it, isn't it from 2 stick until 4? Correct? I hope you guys basic is fine. You always put the bigger number on top, smaller number at the bottom. It's always bigger on top, smaller at the bottom. So 4 on top, 2 at the bottom. Then, in between, you need to sub a y. Which y should I sub? Hello, you are finding this area under curve. So since you are finding area under curve, when you sub the y equation, of course you sub the curve equation because you want to find under curve. So isn't it you should sub the curve equation inside here? Okay, so guys, I repeat again. If you suspect what you're doing, like obviously you will draw the shape out like how I draw it out. Trust me, my dear, draw it out will make you understand a lot of stuff. Then if you draw it out, then you can actually double check whether you're correct. Show you dx, right, always represent axis. X equals to 4 is this vertical line. X equals to 2 is this vertical line. This one is the curve. So do you guys realize these 4 things legit surrounded my area under curve? Then I'm correct. Like that means you put the value correctly. Understand? Are we allowed to use that way to calculate area? Like no need to use integration? Of course, Katana can. My dear, whatever I teach is not just for fun, okay? I teach you to score also, okay, my dear? So this one, I press calculator, it will be 6, okay? Then this one, what should you do? Don't tell me you sub the 4 and 2 inside. You need to integrate it. I hope you guys all good on integration. Guys, I repeat again. Today, I'm not teaching you. I'm revising with you. You should have some basic, okay, my dear. Chapter 3, okay, my dear. I think all the school teacher already done chapter 3. So integration is +1 divide. So 2, you +1 is actually 3. So after you +1, you divide. But bottom originally got a 2, right? So the 2 and 3 will actually become a times relation. So remember, power +1, divide. Power +1, divide. Next one, the 8. The 8, don't tell me teacher becomes 0. That is differentiation. Now you're doing integration. Integration is always power +1. But I don't see any x there. Then it will be x power 0. So the 0, you +1. So think about it. 0 + 1, then power 1 over 1. So isn't it +1, divide, +1, divide. Usually, when we integrate, we will write a +c. But now we won't write a +c because I have number to sub. So isn't it, I will put 4, 2 to the right side. I expect I don't need to teach this, my dear. I expect that you guys, I repeat, okay, I'm revising, okay, I'm not teaching, okay. So my dear, now I will sub inside. So sub the 4 inside first. So -4 cubed over 6 plus 8 times 4. After that, minus -2 cubed over 6 plus 8 times 2. You must be thinking, teacher, must I write the step? Yes, unfortunately, but yes. Nowadays, teacher will deduct your marks if you didn't write this. So need to write, okay? So -4 cubed over 6 plus 8 bracket 4. The front one I press, I get 64 over 3. The back one, -2 cubed over 6 plus 8 bracket 2. The back one, I get 44 over 3. Okay, 64 over 3 minus 44 over 3, 6 plus that particular answer. Are you guys getting the answer 38 over 3? Am I correct? I'm scared I do too fast. I do it wrongly. Thank you, Rina. So, my dear, this is an area. You must write the word units square. Done. Is it okay, this speed? Because if you guys didn't control me, I will fly, my dear. because my speed is not like that. Is it okay? My dear, I don't want my own student to tell me okay, because I know you're okay. But I mean, like, the rest, yes? Okay. Okay. Next one, C. C, they say, find the volume. Okay, now they want to find the volume. Guys, you will and maybe you don't understand, like, teacher, why can like that? But later on, I will keep repeat one. You will understand one. Today, I just focus on this. Trust me. I have faith. You should have faith on me also. In these 2 hours, you will understand this very well one, okay? Trust me, okay? So C, they say, find the volume of the resolution of the shaded region. It's rotated 360 degrees about the y-axis. Okay, do you guys still remember just now I say area? You need to decide dx or dy. Volume, you need to decide dx or dy also, correct? Area based on where you stick, but volume not based on where you stick, or volume based on where you rotate. This one, my dear, when I look at it, isn't it the keyword will be this part? Rotated 360 degrees about the y-axis. Can you see that? That means this shaded region, you will turn around the y-axis. So you thought you got a choice, man? You have no choice. This question volume, you 100% using dy. So I write down the formula for you first, because you know that you must 100% using this, okay? So I'm going to using dy in front y inside x. But don't forget, volume formula always come with a pi in front, come with a square on top, all right? So this is how the formula look like, okay? Then the problem is, how do I find the volume? So my dear, don't tell me your teacher straight away put lah. No, I don't think I can straight away put. You know what is the problem? Because now you want to use dy. You see, you want to use dy, correct? But please understand, whenever you want to use it, right, they can always double check, like how I show you in the blue color highlighter. So whenever they can double check in that way, that means you want to use the formula, you must stick on it. Only you can use it. Then when I look at the shaded region, I have a very big problem. This shaded region, not even sticking on the y-axis. Can you see they are actually flying based on the y-axis view? Don't tell me, but teacher, they stick on axis. I know they stick on x, but am I using dx? No. So actually, you shouldn't base on dx. You should base on dy, because you know that you must use dy. Make sense or not? So when I look at the shaded region, they're not sticking on the y-axis. So just now I say, if they are flying, using what method? Very good, Ruby. Big minus small. So guys, what's the meaning of big minus small? Okay. Oh, we look, I can let you understand what you're going to trust me, okay? So my dear, see, I highlight for you. So this is, what color? Pink, okay? This is my shaded region, correct? So this is my y-axis. So based on my y-axis view, my shaded region is up to here. Then when I connect here and connect here, isn't it this shaded region only on the right side, they land on the ground, but on the left side, they actually have a right angle triangle. Can you see that, my dear? So they are not fully stick. So they are not fully stick using big minus small, correct? Now, every question I will draw also, you must draw, okay? So based on this, isn't it I should find this shape? Okay? Because this shape is fully stick on y-axis, then I minus this shape. Can you see how makes sense it is? You finding the pink color one. Okay, I put color. You finding the, you finding the pink color one. You minus the purple color one. Minus the purple color one. Easily you can find the green color one, which is exactly the shaded region. Sorry. You exactly minus the green color one. Isn't it you're using shaded region? Why do we use dy, not dx? Katana, do you remember on the starting? On the starting, I say whenever you find volume, you need to base on, not based on where they stick, based on where they rotate. You see, I already underlined, rotated 360 degrees about the y-axis. You have no choice. Guys, I want to say, the area, right, you decide yourself. But volume, you cannot decide. Volume, you have no choice. That's why actually volume is easier. Because got choice, always you guys will delay, right? But volume, always easy. Because they say what, you follow what. No need to change. Then it becomes easier. Okay? So my dear, that's why this one using big minus small. Okay, you guys see that? So now, how do we do it? So this one, obviously using the formula lah. What shape is that? I don't even know, man. So isn't it can use this formula. And you see, this particular shape is stick on y-axis. So using this formula definitely work. Next, we look. This triangle can also using this formula. Or can anyone tell me this purple color one, or can use what formula also? Very good, Bennett. Okay, guys, you see, I got people tell me, teacher, 1/2 base times height. It must be because too early you haven't wake up yet. You shouldn't using 1/2 base times height. Think about it. 1/2 base times height is to find right angle triangle. Right angle triangle punya apa? Punya area, boss. I'm not finding area way. I'm finding volume. How can you using 1/2 base times height? So you must be thinking that teacher got other formula, man? Got. Because it's a right angle triangle. You think about it. Right angle triangle. If you turn around the y-axis, you know what it will become or not? Right angle triangle, if you turn around the y-axis, you just imagine when you turn, you become solid, isn't it? You will become a cone shape. Very good, Wei Chen. It will become a cone shape. So if then when they turn, they will become a cone shape, isn't it? You can use cone volume formula. And cone volume formula will be, anyone? Cone volume formula. Anyone remember? You need to remember, you know, my dear. Wow. Hey guys, don't unmute yourself. I'm so sorry. I didn't set it up. Very good, Nicholas. 1/3. What happened to my pen? Nani? Wait. Okay. 1/3 pi r square h. Okay, I can be using this. So now, let me start inside pi. So look carefully, my dear. This one, because y, right? You're going to put the y value. So when I look at the pink color one, my y value start from 6, end with 0. Don't tell me, teacher, the 4 leh. You want to look at y, only look at y, don't look at x. So based on y, here is 6, here is 0. I repeat, bigger number on top, smaller number at the bottom. 6 on top, 0 at the bottom, correct? In between, put x squared. Which x squared I should put? You based on your shaded region. You see, your drawing is very important. Based on your drawing, you know this one is under curve. Isn't it, guys? They need to use curve equation. But look carefully. The curve equation is not the one that you need. What you need now is x squared. So how do you guys have x squared? Move around. Teacher, will the formula of the cone be included in the pink paper? Yes, it will be. So my dear, so now move around, yeah? So my dear, first, I don't like negative x squared. I want positive. So I move it over here. Negative become positive. Okay? So 8 is here. Plus y, move it over, minus y. Make sense, guys? Mathematics, I just move around, okay? So x squared equivalent to, divide by 2, I move up, times 2. So you see 8 times 2, 60. Y times 2, 2y. Okay, isn't it my x squared is, 16 minus 2y. So I sub 16 minus 2y inside here. And then dy. Can minus, this one, you want to use this also can, you want to use cone also can. I will definitely using cone because easier. So 1/3 pi r square h. The problem is, what is the r? So my dear, you see, okay. I always tell my students, right? You guys better draw out the cone shape. Because if you didn't draw out, you won't know which one is the r, which one is the h. So you must know how the cone shape look like. Because I want to tell you guys about this. When you turn around the y-axis, your right angle triangle, when you turn around the y-axis, it will look like a cone that standing up, correct? Do you know, if you turn around the axis for this particular shaded region, if you turn around the axis, they will become, let's say the axis is here, okay? Let's say the y-axis is here. If the axis is horizontal there, when you turn around the axis, they will become a cone that look like this. So can you see the difference? One cone is standing up, one cone is laying down, and their radius and height were being affected also. So I highly recommend you guys draw the cone shape out so that you know the finished product, how it look like. Then if you know how it look like, then you know which one is the R, which one is the H. So based on my purple color one, I know my R, right, is this horizontal line. And this horizontal line based on the top, wait, very scared you guys couldn't see it. This purple color one. Okay, based on this purple color one, the R is 0 to 2. So 0 to 2, isn't it my R is 2? Who say 4? My dear, this purple color one is 0 to 2. Why you say 4? 0 to 2, isn't it is 2? Then the height, the height, this one is the R. Isn't it the height is the vertical part? So guys, the vertical part, isn't it here? Here, isn't it 0 to 6? So that's why the height is 6. Okay, here to here is 2. Here to here is H, is the height. And my dear, Obviously, every time after you guys always like, do I do it correctly? You can double check. I show you how to double check again. You see dy represent your y-axis. Y equals to 6, is it the most top part of your whole shaded region? Yes. 0, is it the most bottom part of your whole shaded region? Yes. 16 minus 2y, is it the equation for the curve? Yes. So are you surrounded the shaded region, the pink color one? Yes, that means you're correct. So all the back part should be correct as well. Is my anyone have any questions? You guys need to ask, my dear, if there's any problem that you discover throughout the process. Like if you don't understand it. Maybe this question is way too hard for me to start with. I shouldn't start with this. But like, is it okay? But never mind, okay, you trust me, okay? I will do more, okay? You will understand it. Teacher, the volume for first one, yes. Yes. No, Narine, later on I will do 180. They will understand. Toy trap. I don't know why your name like that. Which part are you asking again? Which is the first part? Is it here? Yes? Okay, you answer me now. Toy trap. Do you understand why I'm using this formula first? I need to know, which part is the one that you don't understand. Yes, okay, because they rotate. Why I must use this, right? So is your questions why I put 60? Or do you understand why I put 60? How you x squared? How you got x squared? Here. Guys, I write everything. I never skip anything. Contrast, isn't it? I write that. That is the curve equation, and then I move until I get x squared. Make sense? Is what? You see, my dear, you look okay, wait. You look at this pink color shape. This pink color shape, contrast, isn't it, is this one? Correct? Then based on this one, isn't it based on your y-axis view? You just imagine you view like that. When you view like that, isn't it this one is under the curve? If they under the curve, isn't it I use the curve equation? Isn't it the curve equation y equals to negative x squared over 2 plus 8? But because I want x squared, so how do I get x squared? Actually, I can see x squared. So I just move around to get x squared. So I think moving around is not a problem, right? Or moving around also I need to explain. See, negative, I move it over positive. So plus, I move it over minus. Divide, I move up times. I straight away from there discover when my y is negative x squared over 2 plus 8, my x squared will be 60 minus 2y. Do you understand now? Can Zenfui as long as you get the same answer. Okay, very good, Koitrap. So my dear, now let me start to do the integration part, okay? Remember, plus 1 divide. So the 16 got y or not? Nope. No y is y power 0. So 0 plus 1, 1 over 1. This one 1, right? 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1. It becomes 2 over 2. No need to write plus c because you guys got number to sum. How about the back part? 6 times 2 squared divided by 3. I guess getting 8 pi for my cone. So now sub the 6 inside. Cut. 6 inside. Minus sub the 0 inside. I want to say sub 0 inside usually is 0. But I cannot confirm is it always 0. Because sometimes it won't be 0, So you better look at it. 16 times 0, 0. 0 squared, 0. So that's why, it's a 0 there, okay? So 16 times 6 minus 6 squared minus 0 minus 8. Do you guys get the answer? 52 pi. And my dear, they are finding volume, Please remember to write units cube. Done. For those students who are not my students, like, you are not my paid class students, do you guys understand so far? Like, is this speed okay? Is this explanation okay? If you have any question, please ask. Teacher, must we write units? I don't know. Every single time answer got lah. Some teacher, they will deduct your marks if you didn't write the units. So I will highly recommend you being the 100 mark students, which you should write everything you should write. So if I am you, I will recommend you guys to write. Okay or not, everyone? Others? Never mind, Ruby. Later on, you understand again. Those who answer me is all my own students. Others. Can ah? Okay, then I move on lah. I legit move on lah. Okay, I go lah. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Okay, next. Okay lah, I do this again, okay? Okay, you understand it better one. Trust me, that is just the first one, okay? Question 12, they say, diagram shows the curve 16 minus x squared. Okay, I can see that. And the straight line AB. Okay, I can see that. The straight line AB is a tangent. Is a tangent to the curve at point P. So guys, this straight line is a tangent, you know, okay, to the curve at point P. Okay, next they say the straight line PQ is parallel to y-axis. So this one and this one parallel. Okay, that's all they say lah. Okay, so nothing else. A, they say find H. Okay, these questions okay, I repeat again. Can you see the B is area, the C is volume. So again, the B and C is whatever I do today, right? So the A I repeat, it's either under chapter 3 integration or chapter 2 differentiation or form 4 chapter 7 coordinate geometry. Usually is this 3. Can anyone tell me these questions or want me to find the H, right? Can all of you guys look at the H? Can you guys tell me, based on the previous question, the H on the x-axis, what do we call this point? Very good, Jenru. We call it x-intercept. And x-intercept, what characteristic do they have? Very good, Divya. Y equals 0. So isn't it that point, x-intercept, y is always 0, correct? Then, isn't it if I know the y is 0, based on what we did previously, isn't it we just sub inside the equation, then we get the answer, correct? Tell me, can I sub y equals 0 inside this curve equation? No. Very good, Nicholas. Guys, why no? Because look carefully. This point not touching the curve, but this point only touching the very good, Putri. This point only touching the blue color straight line. And Putri tell me tangent. My dear, this blue line, isn't it on the starting? They tell me this line is a tangent. So do you realize these questions, you want to find the H answer, you need to have the tangent equation. And can anyone tell me, if you need to have the tangent equation, that means this is under form which chapter? Very good, Brian. Form 5, chapter 2, differentiation. See, today I can cover everything that you possible to see in this particular chapter. So my dear, A. So this A, on the starting, I need to find the equation of the tangent. Because without that, I cannot survive. Make sense or not, my dear? So I need to find the equation for tangent. So how do I find equation for tangent? So my dear, tangent is a straight line. So when I teach my own students, right, I always tell them straight line is always y equals to mx plus c. Okay, then I always tell my own students, whenever you want to find y equals to mx plus c, you must have two ticks. Okay, I always do like that one. Okay, you can whatever method you use, I don't mind. Okay, as long as you get the same answer. Okay, but this is how I teach my students. So first one, I always tell them you must have a gradient. Second, I always tell them you must have a coordinate. Okay, that's always how I tell them. So first, you need to find a gradient. How do I find a gradient? Don't tell me the teacher, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Whatever you say, correct. But the problem is, this straight line, you got 2 points, man? No. Don't say 2 points, 1 point pun tak ada. So my dear, 1 point pun tak ada, how do you guys using y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, correct? So I don't think I can use that. So if you cannot use that, now, legitly you to remember your Form 5 chapter 2. You guys still remember your Form 5 chapter 2? How do you find gradient for tangent? Very good, Li Ling. Guys, gradient for tangent, for those who don't know, gradient of tangent is always dy dx. Gradient of tangent is always dy dx. For those who don't understand, my YouTube do have videos about gradient of tangent. I think you can find the title, gradient of tangent. You watch the video, you will understand why gradient of tangent is dy dx, okay? So my dear, gradient of tangent is dy dx. So you want to find dy dx, you always differentiate your curve equation. Now, my dear, this time is differentiate, not integrate. Remember, integrate is +1, divide. Differentiate is times, minus. So 16 differentiate is always cosine 1. So this one is 1 in front. So 2 times -1, -2. Power minus 1, isn't it 1? Okay, I got it. That is my dy dx. But dy dx is the gradient. Gradient should be a number. It shouldn't be unknown. So the unknown, how do I make it disappear? So guys, all of you look, this blue color straight line, I don't even have any point. But I think some of the point is possible to find. Very good, Tianqi, the point P. Why the point P possible, you know? Because they tell me this line and this line parallel. So if they are parallel, isn't it this point Q, the X value is 2, then the point P, the X value also is 2. Because I write on top of you, of course you do, I do also, correct? So if I know the point P, X is 2, how do I find the Y? Do you realize the point P, how do you find the Y? No, Putri, dy dx equals 0 is for maximum minimum. Now you're not finding maximum minimum, so don't have equal 0. Very good, Divya. So guys, how do you find the point P? Isn't it you guys can sub the 2 into the curve equation? Why you can sub to the curve equation? Because this point P touching the curve. That's why you can sub to the curve equation. So guys, if I sub inside, I get 12. So that means I know, oh, this coordinate is 2, 12. Sorry? So guys, 2, 12. So now, I can sub x is 2 now to find my dy dx. Okay, maybe some of you guys very confused because maybe your differentiation also not very good. I want to say, maybe you will tell me, teacher, why you can simply sub 2? Now, my dear, you see, just now you differentiate the y, you get the dy dx from this curve. So from this curve, you try to get the straight line. And the curve and the straight line, the only intersection point, isn't it the point P? So that's why when you use it, you can only using point P. Understand? So my dear, that's why you guys can sub 2 inside. So if you guys sub 2 inside, isn't it your dy dx is -4? Isn't it your dy dx is -4? So I got it. My gradient is -4. Next, I need a coordinate. So which coordinate I touch? 2, 12. So isn't it? I can use 2, 12 also. So I always tell my students, when you got the x, got the y, got the m, now you can find the c. So I always sub inside y equals to mx plus c. My y is 12. My m is -4. My x is 2. My c, tatao. So -8 plus c equals to 12. So c equals to 20. Well, some of you guys want to use the formula y minus y1 equals to m bracket x minus x1. Can also answer same one. So my dear, isn't it from here I got the answer? I mean, I got the equation of tangent. Y equals to -4x plus 20. Okay, guys, I got the equation for the blue line. Let me update my diagram also. So this blue line equation is y equals to -4x plus 20. Sorry. And why you are getting that? Because you want to find h. So how do you guys find h? Isn't it the h you guys know is the x-intercept? X-intercept, isn't it y equals 0? That's why you sub 0 inside equals to -4x plus 20. -4x, move it over positive 4x. Times 4, move it over, divide by 4. Oh, so my x should be 5 when my y is 0. So isn't it from there, I know my h should be 5 also. So now I know, oh, this is 5. Let's update the diagram. The h will become 5. Done. This A highly depends on whether your differentiation good or not. But they always will come out in integration. That's why I today do integration. I cannot skip one, right? I cannot be fake, okay, my dear. So I'm doing it, okay? If you're not good, you go and search the videos about differentiation, okay? Can one. So far, so good, guys, until here. The rest okay, I go lah. Okay. B. So guys, B, they say, find the area of shaded region. Yes, again, area. So guys, I repeat again, area is harder because area you need to decide yourself whether using dx or dy, correct? So area based on what? Based on where you stick. So can anyone tell me, look at this shaded region. May I know this shaded region fully stick on x-axis or fully stick on y-axis? Very good, Liz. None. Guys, you know why none? I look at it. I ask you, guys, I didn't ask you where they stick. I asked you where they fully stick. The other. Look, you stick from here to here for the axis. But here to here, you are flying. So this thing called semi-flying. So can anyone tell me semi-flying is using what method? Very good, Timothy. Big minus small. Okay, my dear. Remember, fully stick is straight away fine. Whenever flying, always using big minus small. Okay, so this one, I need to use big minus small. Then again, big minus small. What shape minus what shape? So that's why very important for you guys to draw it out. So my dear, when I look at this shaded region, can you guys see this shaded region is like from 2 up to 5. But 2 up to this amount, you are actually not sticking. So actually this amount, need to find, my dear, need to find all the value that is actually linked to you. So how do I find this particular point? So this particular point, isn't it, is on the axis. So I repeat again, on the axis, we call it x-intercept. X-intercept, isn't it, y equals 0. So you can sub 0 into the curve equation because you're touching the curve. So the y is 0 equals to 16 minus x squared. Minus x squared, move it over, plus x squared. Square, move it over, square root. Isn't it again plus minus 4? And quite obvious, this should be a plus lah. So, oh, that is 4. Teacher, both lines share the same gradient because got parallel. Alison, are you talking about this one and this one? These two are the only parallel. And yes, these two share the same gradient. But actually, Alison, do you know, horizontal line gradient is 0. Vertical line, the other gradient. Vertical line gradient is undefined. It's infinity. So actually, these two straight lines, even though they are parallel, but yeah, the gradient actually no value. Understand? I mean the curve and tangent. No. Oh, is the problem of basic. Okay, Alison, is like that one. If this is a curve, right? Do you know curve got how many gradient? You see, I always, okay, no, not I. Okay, sorry, you're not my student. Whenever teacher asks you gradient, they always ask you to find gradient of straight line. Today, do you ever remember teacher say gradient of curve? No, that is because curve never have gradient. Then curve gradient, okay, then if you ask me, then teacher, if I want to find curve gradient, okay, I should need to say quite a lot of things. So look, do you know gradient means how steep your line is, correct? Then curve, you won't know how steep you are because throughout the whole process, you change. So that's why curve got a lot of gradient. So curve gradient depends on where you're talking about. If you're talking about gradient of curve at this point, then they're talking about this line. If you're talking about gradient of curve on this point, then they're talking about this line. If you're finding gradient of curve on this point, then they're talking about this line. So you're talking about gradient of curve on this line. So they are talking about this line. So actually, if you watch my YouTube for gradient, you will know gradient of tangent and gradient of curve will be the same thing if you are talking about same point. That means if they say gradient of tangent at point P, then I say I want to find gradient of curve at point P, then they will be the same because both of them is talking at point P. So if I say this one is at point A, then this one will be the same if they are at point A. So that's why I listen. That's why just now why I differentiate this, I can get this is because we are talking about at this point. So that means at point P, just now we get -4, right? So actually when here, maybe I get -2. Then maybe at here, I get 3. So maybe at here, I get 4. So on different spot, your gradient of tangent will change. So it all depends on the coordinate itself. So you understand? Something like that one, okay? Or maybe you go and watch the YouTube, okay? I explained very well that one, okay, my dear. But now, because my concentrate today is integration, right? Guys, how I feel like I choose a very hard topic to teach straight away. So my dear, okay, can. Okay, you get one, okay? So my dear, B, they want to find the area of a shaded region. So how do we find area of shaded region? Big minus small. Better draw the shape out. So guys, look at this. This shape, the shaded region is up to here. From here to here. Oh, so isn't it a right angle triangle? So I take a right angle triangle, but I never want to find the right angle triangle. I want to find the semi-flying part, right? So using right angle triangle, isn't it you minus the area under curve? So you guys all see, using this, you minus this, isn't it you getting the green color part? Can you see the green color part exactly is your shaded region? Yeah, 100% correct. Very good, TH. So my dear, this right angle triangle, now I lazy already lah. I can show it using 1/2 times base times height. Make sense? Because it's right angle triangle. Don't tell me teacher not cone, eh? Hi, I'm doing area, I'm not doing volume. So 1/2 base times height, can one. Then this one, this one, isn't it the shape I want to find? Fully stick on X. So you see, fully stick on X, always can using dx. In front put X, inside put Y. The one I using red color, red pen to write is the formula. Okay. So now I sub 1/2. First is the height. So how much is the height? I forgot to draw dot line. It's my fault. 2. This one is 12. So guys, the height for my right angle triangle is 0 to 12. So the height is 12. Then guys, how about the base? Can anyone tell me how much is the base? Very good, Nureen, so good. This one is 2, this one is 5. Now you look carefully, oh, sini 2, sini 5, oh, don't look at 4. So 2 to 5, the gap in between, Nureen tell me is 3, which is totally correct. Okay, how about this one? Integrate. So guys, this one, can anyone tell me what number I put on top, what number I put at the bottom? I better ask you guys to slow down the time and to ensure you guys understand. Very good, Dashun. Guys, 4, 2. For those who say 5 and 2, you know why you're wrong? Because I think you see wrongly. See, the one you want to find for this, isn't it, is this yellow color one. And this yellow color one, isn't it from the axis? They stick from 2 to 4. There's like 4 on top, 2 at the bottom. Why got 5? Can you see your mistake? Got 2% make mistake, okay? So my dear, next, the Y. This one, isn't it under the curve? So under the curve, you guys will sub the curve equation. Can you guys all see that? Now, Ruby. Now I teach you again, Ruby. Now, see, Ruby, dx always represent the axis. So x equals to 4, isn't it, is this line. X equals to 2, isn't it, is this line. And Ruby, can you see 16 minus x squared is the curve. So Ruby, this is how you double check whether you're correct or not. Because look, Ruby, this 4 thing, isn't it surrounded the shaded region? That's why you know you're correct. So you know if you sub wrong thing, right, you won't surround it. So now you surround 100%, you're correct. That's the concept of it. That's the concept of double check, okay? So guys, now let's do it now. So this one, 12 divided by 2 times 3, 18 minus. This one, let's start to integrate it. 16 don't have x is x power 0. So 0, you plus 1, become 1 over 1. Next one, the 2, if you plus 1, it becomes 3 over 3. So isn't it sub the 4 and the 2 later on? You guys all see that? Now, sub 4. Wait, why is the coordinate 4 and 2, not 4 and 0? Oh, Amitra, who is that? Amitra, you see, can you see, do you understand this one? I'm finding this one. You answer me one by one first, because I need to find out which part you don't understand. Do you know this one? I'm finding the top one. Yes? Okay. So can you see this top one, yellow color? Isn't it this yellow color? Isn't it, you understand? Okay. Then if you see this yellow color one, 0 is here. Isn't it here is 2? That's why you start from 2 and before. Where got 0? 0 so far. Because this is not the y-axis, ma. Understand? So we don't need to integrate the whole curve. No need. Amitra, okay. Amitra. Amitra, you look, the concept is like that. Okay, I understand. Okay. Let me think about how to teach. Okay, see, this one is a curve, correct? So you know, you want to find the area. Okay, maybe I should ask. Okay, maybe I teach you a basic like that. Do you know, whenever you using the curve, okay, you put the value is to tell yourself where you want to find from where to where. So if you put, let's say this is 0, 5, okay? If you put 5, 0, you will get the area for this whole part, okay? But if you decided to put 1 to 5, then you will get this part. Then if you put 2 to 5, 5, 2 lah, then you will get this part. Then if you put 2, 4, then you will get this part, okay? Then the problem now is, do I have interest to find the whole thing? No. So you know what? If you put 0, 4, you will find this whole orange color one. But I never want to find the orange color one because this part not even have any shaded region. Can you see the black color one? My shaded region is this part. So I only concerned about where I got touched. I don't even care about those that not relate to me. So that's why I only concern from 2 to 5. So that's why you see the shape I draw. You see, very important about the shape I draw. The shape I draw, isn't it, is the right angle triangle, which is this part. And then obviously I minus yellow. If I take this small little right angle triangle and then I go and minus the big one, how is it possible I will get the answer? You understand? Okay, and then I'm sure I want to say one thing, okay? You must understand, when I integrate, I actually integrate the whole curve. It's just that when you put the value here, is to let you limit the whole curve to only 2 to 4. Understand? So actually you're doing the whole curve. I repeat, you put the number here is because you just want to squeeze to only this space. So if you want to do the whole space, then you put 0 to 5, 0 to 4. Then if you want to 0 to 2, then you put 0 to 2. So you were only concerned about the space that you needed. So that's the reason you can see I got checking. So can you see my blue color highlighter? I got check on here, 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 here. Then eventually they seriously surround the yellow color one because I want to find the yellow color one. Okay. So my dear, now I sub inside. Sub the 4 inside. Minus 4 cubed over 3. Minus 16 times 2. Minus 2 cubed over 3. Okay. I press. 18 minus 16, 4 minus 4 cubed over 3. I guess getting 128 over 3. Minus 16 times 2 minus 2 cubed over 3. I guess getting 88 over 3. Okay, 128 over 3 minus 88 over 3, 18 minus Z. I guess getting 14 over 3 unit square. Remember to write unit square because after all, they are area. Thank you, Putri. Let's move on. C. Okay, C, they say, find the volume of the shaded region. Yeah, after area, always ask volume. Very, very standardized one, okay? In terms of pi, so your answer got pi. When the region bounded by the curve y-axis and the straight line y equals to 12 is revolved 360 degrees about the y-axis. Can anyone tell me the C, or are they finding the volume of the shaded region? No, very good, Misha. Guys, you know why no? Because you read the whole sentence under the word shaded region. They just say the region. So my dear, if they only say just the region, they never say shaded region, then it's not the shaded region. Then if it's not the shaded region, then where they're talking about? That's why some questions, they might not tell you which part they might not straight away shade for you, but they will put in words. So when you read the questions, you understand where they talk about, then you will actually eventually can do also. So show you guys how. So now they never tell me where is the region they want to find, but they got write out one by one. So you can take a highlighter and highlight. I show you. Now they say the region bounded. Bounded means surrounded. Surrounded by the curve. So you take your highlighter, you highlight the curve. So I also don't know which part of the curve, so I highlight the whole thing. Okay. Second, they say the y-axis. You take the highlighter, you highlight the y-axis. Okay. Third, they say the straight line y equals to 12. Can anyone tell me? Let's see your basic good or not. Can anyone tell me y equals to 12? How the straight line y equals to 12 look like? How the straight line y equals to 12 look like? Very good, Nicholas. Horizontal. You know why horizontal? Guys, 12, I can eventually see the 12 is here. Okay. So y equals to 12, that means your height is always 12. So isn't it when I'm here, my height is 12. When I'm here, my height is 12. When I'm here, my height is 12. So that's why y equals to 12 is talking about a level. Understand? When x equals to 12 is vertical. Y equals to 12 is horizontal. So now they say y equals to 12. Isn't it? Is this pink color straight line. Okay. So do they say other thing? No, they just say these 3 things. So I highlight these 3 things. So you know where is the region they're talking about? So which part surrounded by these 3 things? Isn't it this pink color part? For those who thinking, teacher, why not the bottom? Guys, you know why not the bottom? Because the bottom, do they mention axis? No. If they mention axis, you can close it, then maybe it's the bottom. But they never mention the axis, then yeah, it should be the top one. So isn't it the top one is the region now they're talking about? So I repeat, if they say shaded region, then it's the one they shade. If they never say shaded region, sometimes, then usually they will tell you where they bounded by. You take a highlighter, highlight whatever they say bounded by, then you look at the shaded region that bounded by all of that. Okay, so now you guys know that you want to find the volume for the pink color one. So can anyone tell me, then this question, you should use dx or dy to do it? Very good, Ruby and Nicholas. Of course, dy. I repeat, area, you will decide yourself where they stick. Volume, no need one. Volume, they say rotate where? Then it's rotate where? So this question, they say rotate, revolve and rotate is the same. Revolve 360 degrees about the y-axis. Isn't it that means, guys, this shaded region will turn around the y-axis. Correct? So, guys, this shaded region turn around the y-axis. That means I must using dy. Now, let me write down the formula for you guys first. Must have a square, must have a pi for volume. Okay? Then can anyone tell me these questions, when I want to use dy, I can straight away find, or I need to use big minus small? Very good, Ruby. Of course, straight away find. You know why straight away find? Because I want to use dy. And when I look at the pink color shaded region, isn't it they fully stick on y-axis? So you see, flying only using big minus small. They fully stick, straight away find lah, my dear. So this one, how do I straight away find? My dear, this is the shape I'm talking about. Scared you guys don't know what I'm doing, okay? I will draw the shape out for you guys. So can anyone tell me what number I put on top, what number I put at the bottom? Very good. Oh my God, so good, Nicholas. 16, 12. Some of you guys tell me, teacher, how Nicholas know? Okay, you guys all know this is 12. You just don't have the top one. But the top one, is it possible to find? Yes. Because the top one, we call it y-intercept. Isn't it y-intercept? X equals 0. Correct? Y-intercept is what alphabet? C. Make sense? This one, isn't it, is the C for the curve. So when I look at the curve, I can see my C is 12. For those who thinking, teacher, how you know the C is 12? Teacher, no, don't have C lah. No. Look at it, my dear. Now they're writing 16 minus x squared. If you rearrange it, isn't it, you can be x squared plus 16. So x squared is the A. Isn't it 16 is the C? So that's why I know this part, it will be 16. Okay, so can you guys all see that? So when you're using YY, so you are from 16 to 12. Isn't it 16 on top, 12 at the bottom? So you guys understand? You put the curve, you from 16 to 12, that means you just limit yourself from 16 to 12 because you only care from 16 to 12. Okay? Then now, in between, you must sub x squared. Which x squared equation you guys need to sub? This one, isn't it under the curve? So under the curve, guys, need to use the curve equation. Isn't it y equals to negative x squared plus 16? So you need x squared, right? Who is just now that one? Quadrat, I think. Quadrat, see, this one, how do you do it? You move around. So is it negative x squared, move it over positive x squared. So plus y, move it over minus y. Isn't it the x squared is straight away 16 minus y? Quadrat, oh my God, who is that? Who is quadrat? Quadrat, you understand or not? This is how you get the x squared. I think by now you understand. Yes or huh? Okay, better huh? Who is that? Wait Amitra. Guys, I don't know whether you like I mention your name or not, but I just want to make sure, you guys really understand it. So Amitra, do you understand why I put 16, 12? Because I just want to limit from 16 to 12, even though I'm integrating the curve. Yes, okay. Good that you understand, okay? So guys, and Ruby, I repeat again how to double check, okay? dy represent the y-axis. Y equals to 16, you see? Okay, you see, Ruby, x equals to is vertical, y equals to is horizontal. So y equals to 16 is this height. Y equals to 12 is this height. 16 minus y is this curve. So exactly surrounded, so it's correct. Ruby, understand how to double check? As long as you surrounded the shaded region that you want to find. Thank you. My dear, you don't know how scared am I now. I feel like, okay, never mind. You don't know what I feel. Never mind, it's all right. 0 plus 1, 1 over 1. This one is power 1. 1 plus 1, isn't it 2 over 2? So guys, you guys just plus 1 divide, plus 1 divide. Now, you guys just sub 16 inside. Minus, you sub 12 inside. Okay, like that. So 16 bracket 16 minus 16 square over 2. 16 bracket 16 minus 16 square over 2. Okay, I get 128 for the front one. Then the back one, 16 times 12 minus 12 square over 2. The back one, I get 120. I guess getting the answer 8 pi units cube. Hey, thank you, Putri. Yes, done. Do you guys still have any questions? You can ask on my dear. No need to worry, okay? I okay one. Is it fine? Of course, you guys okay lah. You guys learn in my class ma. I mean others my dear. It can the rest of you more response. Like especially those who you didn't learn integration differentiation under me. Maybe it will be tough for you to understand. Thank you, Alison. Okay. Get okay, I go lah. 5, 4, 3. Teacher, can I screenshot A and B? Of course. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, sorry. Done, Okay, then I go on. Okay, I shouldn't teach you new thing. I should continue do. Even though I didn't, no, Zi-En, I don't even have enough time for whatever I want to do. I don't want to confuse them. Okay, I'm so sorry. Yeah. So guys, 14, they say, diagram this one shows the curve y equals to 9 minus x squared intersecting the straight line 2y equals to negative 5x at point A. So A, they say want to find point A. So guys, can anyone tell me what do we call this point A? Yeah, 8 pi katana, correct. Correct. Congratulations. So guys, this point A, what do we call this? Very good, Li Ling. We call it intersection point. So guys, why we call it intersection point? I repeat again, what is intersection point? Intersection point is a point. Two things clash each other on that spot. We call it intersection point. So can you guys see this point touching the curve, touching the straight line, bang each other there? Intersection point. So just like we did once, I expect you guys remember. Intersection point, isn't it always using sub? So one of it, you call it equation 1. Another one, you call it equation 2. Isn't it, guys? Then can sub. So guys, I can sub 1 into 2. So when I sub inside this y, I will okay, don't want to use this color. This y, I will sub inside this y column here, okay? So when I sub inside 2, the y, isn't it 9 minus x squared, equivalent to negative 5x. You guys all see that? Expand it all. 2 times 9, 18. 2 times x squared, 2x squared, equals to negative 5x. What do they look like? General form. Everything move it to one side. Negative, move it over positive. Here, negative 5x. Plus 18, move it over minus 18. Okay, take a calculator, press 2, negative 5, negative 18. The first x answer, 9 over 2. The second x answer, negative 2. I repeat again, you will get 2 answers is definitely because you should have 2 intersection points. So my dear, you see this one, if I continue draw, I really can see one more here. So isn't it legit got 2, correct? Then can anyone tell me this time you think the answer is negative 2 or the 9 over 2? Very good, Liz. Negative 2. Thank you, Vishal. Guys, why negative 2? Why got people tell me 9 over 2? My dear, you know why not 9 over 2? You see, my dear, the two person who say 9 over 2, you see, you connect like that. One here, one here. Correct? But the problem is, this is the origin. And now you're on the left side of origin. You're on left side. Why will you be positive? Of course, you're negative, my dear. You're left side. Very good, Nurin. So left side, isn't it your x is negative 2? Understand? If for the 2 person who, okay, never mind. Negative 2, okay? After you guys getting the x, sub back to get the y. So I have to sub back here. You see my y is 5. So you see the coordinate for A is negative 2, 5. And you know how you sure you understand? Because guys, you get the answer, you update one, right? You don't like, you don't do it for fun. So after you guys get it, isn't it, guys will write negative 2, 5 here. Then when you write a flying point, I say flying point, you must draw dotted line. So you see, if you dot down here, you see, I write negative 2, makes sense. If just now you write 9 over 2, doesn't make sense. Then this one, if you dot, here you write 5, also makes sense. So actually, after you get a full one, you put inside, you will know whether you're correct or wrong. Okay? So far, so good, everyone. Or find how to find intersection point, since it's the same one as just now. I just repeat again. Is it better? No one free to answer me? Okay. B, they say, find the area of shaded region. So guys, how do we find the area of shaded region? I repeat it again. Shaded region is need to decide by you. Volume, the question decide. Area, you decide. Area, how do you decide? You based on where they stick. Can anyone tell me this area? Stick on x-axis or stick on y-axis? Fully stick on x-axis or stick on y-axis? Very good, Jenru. Very good, Tianmin. Exactly. Fully stick on y-axis. Can you see that? Tak ada lubang at all. No semi-flying. No need big minus small. Can straight away find. Correct? Then guys, I want to find all the value. Okay, I know I fully stick. I from 0 stick until 5. And then from 5 stick until this spot. Hey, this top spot, no number. Can anyone tell me this top spot is what number? Very good, Teenage. So good. 9. I repeat again why 9, even though I already say a lot of time. This spot, isn't it called y-intercept? Y-intercept, isn't it x equals 0? And most important, y-intercept, isn't it called C? Did that spot, isn't it, is the C for the curve. So when I look at the curve, isn't it the C here is 9? Can you see the... So scared. I scared, my dear. I don't know your standard. So, my dear, isn't it negative x squared plus 9? Isn't it the C is 9? So, yep, the top spot is 9. Understand all? Then can anyone tell me? They fully stick on the y-axis, right? Then can I from 9 straight away find until 0? No. Very good, Nicholas. Guys, why no? Because I repeat again. Do you realize from 0 to 5, you are under a straight line? Then from 5 to 9, you under a curve. Isn't it they under two different equations? If you do it together, you cannot get the answer, my dear. So that's why you need to separate find. So you need to separate find, okay? So isn't it you guys can find the pink one? Okay, I put pink also lah, okay, pink. And then after that, you find the green. And then after that, you plus together. Isn't it you guys should be able to get the answer? Understand, right? Okay, I show you guys the working first. So this one, fully stick on y-axis using dy. In front put y, inside put x. No need square, no need pi because I'm not doing volume, yeah? Then guys, the back one is a what shape? Oh, right angle triangle, my favorite. Easily can use 1/2 times base times height again. Saw it? So now, my y-axis value is what? I from 9 stick until 5. So isn't it the top I put 9, the bottom I put 5. So guys, in between the x, I should sub the straight line equation or I should sub the curve equation. Very good, Natalie. Of course, the curve, because this one under the curve. So guys, the curve equation is like that. Can I say it? But look carefully, you need x. You need x. So how do you guys find x? My dear, x is here. So you want to find the x, you can move. So plus, I don't want positive. Negative, I move it over positive. Plus 9, move it over minus 9. So square, move it over square root. Don't scared, got square root, okay one. Square root 9 minus y, dy. Okay? Plus 1/2 times base times height. So 1/2. Can anyone tell me what is my height now? Very good, Tianqi, 5. Because I from 0 until 5. Isn't it my height is 5? Next one, what is my base now? Very good, Putri, 2. Because my base is from -2 to 0. Then -2 to 0, you won't write -2. Whose base will be negative, right? So of course you write +2. Done. This is what you guys should be getting, right? So my dear, again, double check for you guys. Dy, y-axis. Y equals to 5, up here. Y equals to 9, up there. Y equals to 5, down here. This one, isn't it the curve? So are they surrounded the shaded region? Yes. So you know I'm correct. So now, let's start to integrate it. So guys, a bit hard to integrate. Maybe you forget what is square root. Can anyone tell me square root? No need later on. Square root, square root can write them as what? Very good, TNG. Square root always can write them as a power 1/2. This one under integration, this one I get a 5 straight away. Okay, so let's start to integrate now. I hope you guys all remember the power plus 1. So 1/2 plus 1 is 3/2. So after you guys plus 1, you divide by 3/2. Hopefully you guys remember how to integrate. Normally integrate is just plus 1 divide. But this one, because got bracket, after you plus 1, after you divide, what else you need to do? Very good, Divian and Tianqi and Nurin. You guys need to have a small bracket at the bottom. This small bracket is for you to differentiate inside. Put it at the bottom. Hopefully you guys remember how to integrate with a bracket form. So how do you guys differentiate inside? So 9 differentiate 0. Then this one, 1 times -1, -1. Power -1, no more y. So this one, you need to put a -1 there. So here 9, here 5. Okay, don't wrong because of the integration part. Can I will teach. So my dear, this one sub inside 9 minus 9 power 3/2 over -3/2 minus 9 minus 5 power 3/2 divide by -3/2. Okay, plus 5. You can see all the steps. 9 minus 9 is a 0. This one, 9 minus 5 power 3/2 divide by -3/2. Okay, this one I get -16/3. Wait, I press again. 9 minus 5 power 3 over 2. Divide by negative 3 over 2. Negative 16 over 3 plus 5. Anything I made mistake, guys? Because supposingly I should get a negative answer. But seems like I won't be getting a negative answer, which is a bit weird. Oh, you're also getting the same answer? Then maybe the question got problem. You also getting this answer? Okay. Okay then. So guys, I guess getting the answer 31 over 3 unit square. That. Or not the same as the bottom. Then the bottom answer wrong. 31 over 3 or 31 over 5? Or 31 over 3. Okay. Good. That. Guys, so far okay or not? Everyone up to here? Teacher, the right positive curve negative. Right angle positive curve negative. Huh? I don't understand deviant. I don't understand what you're talking about. Guys, I want to say one thing, okay? Okay, all of you. No need to write this. I just write for you. Do you know this area got another method? You know why they got another method? Or look, no need to do, I show you. Can you see this shaded region? They fully stick on Y. But this shaded region, do they stick on X? No. So based on my X-axis view, isn't it this shaded region is flying? So actually flying also can use what method? Big minus small. So I show you, you no need to do. So isn't it I can use big minus small. So you see, if I using this minus this, isn't it I legit can get the top one. So actually you can use dx to also get the answer. So just now you're using dy, this time you're using dx. I show you straight away, okay? I do fast. So this one, if I'm using dx or 0 here, negative 2 here, the curve in between, isn't it, will be negative x squared plus 9 dx minus 1 over 2. The height will be 5. The base is still 2. So if I integrate it, power plus 1 divide, power plus 1 divide, sub the 0, sub the negative 2. This one is a 5. This one, if I sub inside, it will be 0. This one, if I sub inside, I repeat, no need to write, okay? I just try to show you. I get negative 2 cubed over 3 plus 9 bracket negative 2. Anything I wrong? Wait, I check again. This one, dx curve 0 to negative 2. The curve equation for y, negative x squared plus 9 cube divided by 3 plus 9x power 1 over 1. Very good. And then the right angle triangle is 5. Same. So negative, just now I correct. Negative 46 over 3 and then minus 5. So 46 over 3 if you minus 5. Do you guys realize the answer is 31 over 3? Guys, is this answer same as this answer? Yes. So guys, I want to say, okay, these questions I try to show you the dx is because I want to tell you, area is always harder than volume. Because area, you need to decide yourself whether using dx or dy. So whichever you decide, I don't mind. As long as the answer come out is the same. Okay? So, but if you ask me whether using dx or dy, I usually prefer to using dx. Because dx normally is easier because all the equation they give is y. So if they are y, isn't it, you can straight away sub. So don't you feel like just now dy you're a bit scared? Why are you scared? Because I need to sub x. Then when I want to sub x, suddenly my x got square root. Don't you feel like square root a bit scary? So actually, if you can do, always prefer to use dx instead of dy. So far, you guys understand? Yeah, Nicholas, supposedly on the left side, it should be a negative, but I think this question got some problem. That's why the answer come out don't have negative. Just checking. So when we use 1 over 2 times base times height, we should never sub negative 2. Yes, Ziling, because base times height is talking about height. Height is always positive. Base is always positive. So why will we sub negative? Make sense or not? So that's why you should sub positive answer out. Okay? So guys, let's move on. C. So C, they say find the volume. I do here. Find the volume generated in terms of pi. When the shaded region, right, revolve 360 degrees about the y-axis. So guys, can anyone tell me again these volume questions using dx or dy? Very good, Putri. dy. Can you choose? Cannot. Because they say revolve 360 degrees about the y-axis. That means you definitely turn around the y-axis. when they definitely turn around the y-axis, you have no other choice but to use dy formula. Correct, correct. So I definitely must use dy. Then can anyone tell me again, I'm using dy. Do I need to use big minus small, or I can straight away find? Very good, Noreen, straight away. Why straight away? Because guys, I want to use dy. And when I look at the shaded region, they fully stick on y-axis. So totally can use dy straight away. But again, the problem same like just now. Even they stick on y-axis, the pink color one and the green color one is under different equation. So isn't it need to separate, find, and plus them together? You can see that? So my dear, how do I find the pink one? The pink one, I also don't know what shape is that. So I need to use my integration volume formula. But can anyone tell me the green color one? The green color one is a right angle triangle. What formula should I use? Just now we did it once. Very good, Putri. I should use cone. Why I should use cone, my dear? Because this green color one, if you turn around the y-axis, isn't it? It will become this shape. You guys all see the one I draw? So isn't it that is a cone? Cone volume formula, isn't it 1 over 3 pi r square h? Very good, DVN. So now again, I sub. So can anyone tell me what value I should write on top? What value should I write at the bottom? Can using integrate also, can, DVN. Very good, Putri, Nicholas, Gashun, and Nurin. 9, 5. Why 9, 5? Because my pink color one, from 9 up to 5. That is the constants that I really want to find. This pink color one is this pink color one. Isn't it 9, 5? So 9, 5 in between sub the x squared. So this x squared, isn't it based on the curve? How do you guys find x squared? Negative, move it over positive. Plus y, move it over minus y. Isn't it x squared is 9 minus y? Can you guys all see that? So next one, plus 1 over 3 pi r square h. Again, can anyone tell me what is my radius? Very good, Nurin, 2. Now, don't wrong, who say 5, So my dear, 2. Can you see, my dear? You better draw your cone shape out. You will know your cone is standing or laying down. Now they are standing. So when they are standing, isn't it your radius is the horizontal part? The horizontal part, isn't it negative 2 to 0? Negative 2 to 0, the gap in between is 2. Okay? Next one is the height. The height, isn't it the vertical part? So based on the vertical part, 0 to 5. Isn't it? It will be 5. Saw it? So now, let's do it. So again, I double check in case you guys get, okay? dy represent the y-axis. Y equals to 9 up here. Y equals to 5 down here. 9 minus y, that is the curve. So they are exactly surrounded by pink color one. You know I'm correct. So now, let's start to integrate it. The 9 have no y, is y power 0. So 0 plus 1, 1 over 1. 1 plus 1, 2 over 2. Sub the 9, sub the 5. Then the back one, 5 times 2 square over 3. Do you guys getting 20 over 3 pi? Okay, so now I will sub 9 inside. Minus, I will sub 5 inside. Okay, I press calculator. 9 bracket 9 minus 9 square over 2. I'm getting 81 over 2. Minus 9 bracket 5 minus 5 square over 2. I'm getting 65 over 2 pi plus 20 over 3 pi. So 81 over 2 minus 65 over 2 plus 20 over 3. So I guess getting 44 over 3 pi units cubed. May I know, is this the answer that you guys getting as well? Yes? Oh, thank you. Done. For those new students, I mean, usually you're not my students. Do you guys understand up to here? So far? So good? Yep. I thought I want to do some hots, but I cannot do hots at all. I need to make sure your basic is good. No, TPN, no, not for today. So guys, let's move on, okay? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, this is not KBAT. Okay, Dada, move on. Next one. Wait, I'm going to make sure it's something that same like just now. Oh, this will be hard to understand. Can I do a KBAT? Do you think do you think you can bear with a KBAT now? I legit want to do this. Like I prepared for this. Yes, can last steady. What steady, my dear? I look at you guys, I'm so scared, my dear. Like the question you guys asking, like I'm not sure whether your basic is it good. And then I feel like today, I teach until so I shouldn't choose such a hard one, my dear. But I don't think it's hard, but okay. Different people, different style, okay? Never mind. 19, okay? 19, they say diagram A, okay? Okay, this is how a horse look like, okay? So diagram A shows a cross-section of a cylindrical drinking water jug. And diagram B shows a cross-section of a glass used for Ceku Cendana farewell ceremony. Can I get some preparation? You wait for me, ah. Okay, I'm back. You know where I went? I go and take a small cup. So you understand the whole questions, okay? So diagram A, this one shows a cross section of a cylindrical drinking water jug. Just imagine this is the water jug, okay? I always have cylindrical shape all the while because it's my water bottle. So diagram B shows a cross section of a glass. Now, my dear, this is the glass. So this is the water jug. This is the glass, okay? So used for Ceku Cendana farewell ceremony. Okay, next. Given the maximum volume of the water in the jug is 972 pi ml. So guys, isn't it for the water jug? The volume now is 972 pi. And this is the maximum. Maximum means what? That means that you put your water until up to the maximum, one more drop, or it will actually flow out, okay? So that is 972 pi. Next one, they say, and the diameter of the water jug is 18. Yep, I can see the diameter is 18. This is the diameter, and D and T. Now, my dear, D sini, T sini, So they say the D and T is 1/3, 1/3 of the diameter of the water jug and the maximum height of the water in the jug as well. So you know what they try to say? That means the height here will be 1/3 the height here. Okay? The diameter here will be 1/3 the diameter here. So eventually, I already know the diameter here is 80. So can anyone tell me what is the D? Very good, Singro. 6. Why 6? 1/3 ma. So my dear, the D here, I take 18 times 1/3. Okay, I know the D here is 6 cm. Can? Then next, isn't it you want to find the T also? To find the T, don't you feel I need to find a H first? Can anyone tell me then how do I find a H? How do I find a H? No one have any suggestions? No need to look at the bottom one. It's more than enough one. Whatever I just read is more than enough for you to find a H. Very good, Koitrap, my dear. Because this jug, they say is what shape? When you read it, isn't it the question say the water jug is actually a cylindrical. So cylindrical means cylinder. And cylinder, isn't it just now they got give you volume. So when they give you volume, don't you feel like you can use volume formula for cylinder to terbalik, find back the H since they already give you the volume? So can anyone tell me cylinder volume formula is what? Cylinder volume formula. No one can type for me one. Thank you, Timothy. Pi r square h. So guys, cylinder and cone are almost the same one. But one is 1/3 pi r square h, one is pi r square h. Okay, so without the 1/3. So you see the pi and pi, I can cut. So guys, the r. Now, don't put 18. 18 is the diameter. The r is actually 9. So the r is 9. The h is h equals to 972. So times, move it over, divide. 972 divided by 9 square. I guess getting, the height is actually 12. So isn't it the height here is 12? So can anyone tell me if the height here is 12? What is the height here? Thank you, Tinish. Of course, it's 4 because I'm using 9 times 1/3. 12 times 9, 12 times 1 over 3. Isn't it this one should be 4 cm for the T? Can? 4, who say 6? 4. So far, so good. Understand everyone up to here first? Yes, okay, good. Then move on. Nothing else, every single thing you well prepared, okay? A, they say find the value of T. Guys, I think I accidentally did it. So A, we already done, okay? B, find the value of K. So my dear, they want to find K. Where did K come from? Oh, find the value of K. No, they haven't said it yet. Find the value of K and the equation of curve. So guys, they want to find K. They want to find equation for your curve, okay? For the water in the glass. If the gradient function is Kx, okay, the K come from here. So my dear, not too sure. Okay, this one, I want to say this B, is not under integration. This B is under differentiation. Again, I finger crossed. I hope your differentiation is good, okay? If not, my YouTube really got video about differentiation. You go and watch it, okay? If it's not good, okay? So my dear, this one, when I read it, can anyone tell me what is Kx? What is Kx? Very good, Ruby, my dear. Kx, they say it's a gradient function. I'm not too sure whether you guys ever memorized, but gradient function is actually your dy dx. You don't know, never mind. Now onwards, you know. Gradient function is always dy dx. It's like just now we did one questions. We say gradient of tangent is dy dx. So actually gradient of tangent is dy dx. Gradient function is dy dx. Gradient of curve is also dy dx. It just depends on different point. So now they say the dy dx is kx, okay? So now they want to find the k value. So how do you find the k value? Okay, listen to me, my dear. May I know the dy dx they give you is for the jug or for the cup? Is for the jug or for the cup? Very good, teenish cup, because they say this is for the water in the glass. So guys, this is the jug. Okay, I should put the word jug. This one, they call it glass. So the glass, isn't it, is the right side one, correct? So that means this right side one, this curve, they try to tell you the dy dx now is kx. Okay, you see every single thing I label for you. So you must be thinking, then teacher, how to start? You know how to start, my dear. So these questions eventually, you see, KBAT is they love to give you a real object. Then a real object, they want you to find something out. But actually, when we do it, we got real object. Everything we do got x-axis, y-axis, correct? So that's why this real object, you must put inside the x-axis, y-axis, and try to get more information from there. So can you guys see this is the y-axis, this is the x-axis that they already draw for me? So based on this x-axis, y-axis, isn't it first thing first? Okay, my dear, I should ask you guys. May I know, based on this x-axis, y-axis, what coordinate you guys can write out? What coordinate you guys can write out? You give me the coordinate. Very good. Brian is the first one who correct. My dear, look, guys. Look carefully. This is the y-axis. This is the x-axis. Correct? First, you know what Brian tell me? Brian tell me 30, negative 30. Why he's correct on that? Because, my dear, look, this is your curve. Isn't it your curve will touch one point here? Okay, it shouldn't be this color. Orange, okay? This orange color point, my dear, look, here to here, you already know is 6 cm. If here to here is 6, then this cup always balance on. So when they balance, isn't it right side should be 3, left side should be negative 3. So Brian just now tell me 30, negative 30, correct? Because both of them is the x-intercept. X-intercept, y equals 0. So guys, other than 30, negative 3, 30, negative 30, anything else? Very good, Zhenfui, my dear. Also got this. I got a lot of you guys tell me 0,4 wrong. You know why 0,4? Because again, I know here to here is 4 cm. Okay? But then, this is where 0 located. Now you are at the bottom of 0. I don't understand why you won't tell me negative 4. So isn't it this coordinate should be 0, negative 4. Understand, no? So guys, I know that negative 3, here 3, bottom is negative 4. Okay, so this is every single thing that I have so far. Okay, so just now I got student tell me, teacher, dy dx equals 0. Do you guys still remember dy dx equals 0 is actually for what? dy dx equals 0 is actually for what? Very good. Thank you, Candy. Isn't it dy dx equals 0 equals is the maximum minimum point. So maybe you tell me, teacher, let the dy dx equals 0 lah. But do you realize if you let the dy dx equals 0, your x your x move it over is 0. Your k move it over is also 0. So you thought the answer is seriously 0. It's actually not like that, my dear. So if it's not like that, then actually how can I find it out? So my dear, look carefully. All the information you have, right, is the coordinate 3, 0. All the information you have here is negative 3, 0. The information you have here is 0, negative 4. Correct? And you want to find the k answer out. How do you guys find the k answer out? You see, whatever you have now is the curve. You have the gradient function of the curve. But I think I need to have, very good, Alison, so smart. You need to find the equation of the curve. Because guys, think about whatever we do today. Whenever we have the coordinate, we want to find whatever stuff, isn't it? We will sub the coordinate in. But do we sub the coordinate into the equation? Into the dy dx? No, we sub inside the equation of curve. But this question don't have equation of curve. So you need to find yourself. So guys, how do we find equation for curve? So I hope you guys know. And I put color, curve. So how do you guys find equation for curve? So I hope you guys know that whenever you guys are finding equation for straight line, it's y equals to x plus c. But whenever you guys finding equation of curve, it's always a y. So it's always integrating your dy dx to find equation of curve. Why I say so? Because y, when you differentiate it, is dy dx. Then dy dx, when you integrate it, is always y. So now you have dy dx, you want to find y, of course you just integrate it. So now your dy dx is kx. Let's integrate it. This one is power 1. 1 plus 1 become power 2. Divide by 2. Anything I forget, guys? I plus 1, I divide. Very good, dividend plus c. Guys, you must write plus c. Just now I never write plus c is because they got number to sub. This is another number. Very good, Rowan. So need to write plus c. Don't forget that. So guys, after I write plus c, I really feel like I can find k now. You know why I can find k now? Because guys, look at this equation. I know they got a lot of unknown. Totally fine one. You can sub some value in. Can anyone tell me which value you guys will sub inside to find c? I think c is the easiest. Very good, Brian. Brian straight away tell me it's negative 4. For those who don't know why negative 4 is, for those who don't know why it's negative 4, I show you why. Because guys, this is your curve. Isn't it your curve touch the y-axis exactly at negative 4? Isn't it use your eyes to see also you know it's negative 4? For those who cannot see, never mind, I show you also, okay? You can sub 0, negative 4. You will realize your y is 0, your y is negative 4, your x is 0. So 0 squared 0, 0 times k is 0, 0 divided by 2, 0. Isn't it your c is negative 4? Okay, I got c negative 4. So imagine it, now my equation, the c is already negative 4. So if my c already negative 4, then how do I continue find my k? I already got my c. Very good, dividend. Guys, my curve not only passes through 0, negative 4. They also passes through 3, 0. They also passes through negative 3, 0. So other than 0, negative 4, you can actually sub others. You like 3, 0 also can. You like negative 3, 0 also can. Let's say I pattern I sub negative 3, 0. So my y is 0. My x is negative 3 over 2 minus 4. So minus 4, move it over plus 4. This one will be negative, negative, positive is 9 over 2. So times, move it over, divide. Do you guys realize the k is 8 over 9 dividend? 8 over 9. So the question asked me to find k, right? I found it. But other than finding k, they also ask you to find equation of curve, which you also found it. Your equation of curve is actually y equals to kx squared over 2 minus 4. All right? So you guys already get your k answer. Isn't it sub? Of course, Katana, you sub 3, 9 also can. 3, 0 also can. So isn't it your k is 8? Answer same one. So 8 over 9 x squared over 2 minus 4. So your y equation is 8 over 9 divided by 2. Isn't it 4 over 9 x squared minus 4? I highlight for you guys. So this is the k answer. This is my equation of curve. Isn't it? I got it. Okay, my dear. Before I continue to see, I want to say, my dear, you need to understand. You need to understand to survive in this chapter. Your differentiation need to be good. So I repeat, if your differentiation no good, please go and watch all the videos that I have for differentiation. I have full set of differentiation video. You know why I doing integration today? It's because my YouTube channel lack of integration video. I want to make sure all my videos is complete. So that's why I decided to do integration. But today, just today itself, just one day, I realized I don't regret my move. But I feel like I need to make sure your basic good. Only I can do this chapter. Like when I do integration, only I realize basic is so important. Like your differentiation need to be very good. No need very good lah. Like you need to remember. Okay, you need to remember differentiation to survive. So you see, I just do like 4 questions today. Don't you feel like a lot of questions will involve differentiation? So your differentiation need to be good because they are linked together. And I repeat again, for those who never heard of this, chapter 2 called differentiation, chapter 3 called integration. These 2 chapters still got one more best friend, you know. These 2 chapters, isn't it connected, right? Chapter 2, chapter 3, still got one more chapter connected called chapter 8, called linear, kinematic of linear motion. So these 3 chapters together worth around 20% of your whole MX paper. So these 3 chapters, how important they are like such a big part of your paper. So you cannot avoid one, my dear. So don't tell me, teacher, I don't want to choose lah, my dear. If they come out in section B, maybe you can avoid. But what if they come out in section A? It's unavoidable. So please don't try to avoid things, okay? Just facing it, okay, my dear. Try your best to understand it. Can one, okay? Just do more. It will eventually become more doable, okay? So, my dear, next one. Let's move on. C. See, I do here. C, they say, you see, this is how a hot question come out. C, they say, assuming the water is filled to maximum in the glass. That means this is the jug. This is the glass. You always fill the jug in the water into the glass in full version. Okay, maximum in the glass. A jug. What is the number of glasses? How many glasses needed if 3 jugs of water are provided? 3 marks. So my dear, you see, hot KBAT, right? They don't like to ask you find area, find volume. They don't like to tell you straight away one. They like to ask you something very far away. You need to use your brain to think. So can anyone tell me? People ask you how many glass you need to prepare. Can you tell me how many glass you need to prepare? Depends on what? Very good, Singro. What depends on? One person tell me people. Makes sense also. But do you think now the question never tell me how many people? I will suddenly know how many people. Of course, no, my dear. I want to know about what can I find to find out how many glasses I need to prepare. Very good, my dear. I think I need to find the volume. So guys, what kind of volume I need to find, my dear? I need to find, very good, Alison, I need to find both. I need to find the volume for the jug. I need to find the volume for the cup as well. And actually, most important is the cup. Because the volume for the jug is so easy. Can anyone tell me the volume for the jug is how much? Very good, Nicholas. I already know it's 972 pi. So why I need to find the jug? Jug no more, no need anymore, my dear. I just need to find the glass one. So guys, then how do you find the glass volume? Okay, all of you. So now I have to find the volume of the glass. Can you see all the questions just now we did? They will tell you what volume of shaded region. Or maybe they will tell you volume of region bounded by blah, blah, blah. Then you will know where is the volume, where is the shaded region also, correct? But this one, they never tell you the shaded region. They just say find the volume of the glass. And do you still remember just now whenever we find volume, the questions will tell you rotate where to decide whether using dx or dy. But this question, do they tell you? No. So everything, no, they never tell. That's why they are KBAT. So whenever they never tell, it's fine. Because if you understand what I say today, you will understand where the shaded region is and where they should rotate. Look at the glass, everyone. Look at the glass here. This red color one. Can anyone tell me to have a glass? Can you see the glass? I think the glass in 3D, isn't it, should be this shape. Correct? Can anyone tell me if you want to get a glass like that shape, you think you should rotate x-axis or rotate y-axis? Exactly. Very good, Michelle. It's like common sense, my dear. Isn't it? Rotate y-axis. Then you guys will get that shape. Because you rotate x-axis, I don't even know what shape is that, okay? Oh, yeah. If rotate x-axis, isn't it will become like a oval shape like that, okay? But obviously, you want to get a cup shape, isn't it? You should rotate y-axis. Or you can imagine, right? Then can anyone tell me if you rotate y-axis, the shaded region, okay, should be right side or should be left side? Very good, Timothy and Zhenhui. So smart. Either. Guys, why either? Do you guys still remember just now I tell you volume won't have negative answer? Because I told you, if you are right side, you turn one round, you are actually a cup. If you are left side, You turn one round, you are still a cup. So actually got different man? No. So actually you just sketch one side. Anuri cannot sketch both sides. So guys, cannot sketch both sides. If you sketch both sides, you turn one round, because whenever we turn, we always want to turn 360 degree. So this is one side, you turn 360 degree, isn't it? They will come back to the full cup. Then if you put left side, you turn one round, they also full cup. But if you take both sides, I turn one round, you also turn one round, then you suddenly will have two cups. I don't want two cups, I want to find one cup, my dear. So that's why only sketch one side. Right or left, I don't mind, just one side. Understand? So my dear, now I sketch right side. That means I want to find the volume for this shaded region. And just now we said they will turn around the y-axis. So if they turn around the y-axis, guys, isn't it? That's why, again, using this formula. Must have a pi, must have a square. So can anyone tell me, teacher, can I take both sides but I divide the answer by 2? Can also, Ivan, but why so pattern? Can straight away do what? But can, okay? So can anyone tell me this one up to here? Up to here, right? I can straight away find, or I need to use big minus small. Very good, Nicholas, straight away. Because guys, look at your shaded region. Isn't it they fully stick on the y-axis? So whenever they fully stick on the y-axis, isn't it can straight away using dy? So can anyone tell me if they fully stick, what number you guys put on top, what number you guys put at the bottom? I can already see that. Very good, Koi Trap. Koi Trap, when you understand, it make me feel very happy because that means you really understand, okay? Because the rest of them, they're all my students. Of course, they understand. They came my class, my dear. So guys, this one, here, you see, the green color one, here is 0, here is -4. Isn't it? Here 0, here -4. So 0 on top, -4 at the bottom. Correct? Because you from 0 stick until -4, ma. So 0, -4, okay? Then, my dear, what should I sub inside? The curve, okay? I won't ask you straight line because I don't even see straight line there. So this one is a curve equation. So guys, the curve equation, don't tell me, your teacher, where is the curve equation? Nah, my dear, you're going to thanks to yourself because you found it just now yourself. So isn't it the y equation will be 4/9 x squared minus 4. Isn't it you guys do have the curve equation that just now you found? Saw it? So just now B wrong. Sorry lah, C also wrong lah, okay? So my dear, now what you need, you need x squared. How do I get x squared? Move around. First, -4, move it over +4. Okay? Divide by 9, move it up times 9. Okay? Times 4, move it over, divide by 4. 9 divided by 4, 9/4. 9y/4. 36 divided by 4, 9. From there, I get my x squared is 9y/4 plus 9 dy. So again, if you scared you wrong, you can double check. dy represent y-axis. Y equals 0 up here. Y equals -4 down here. 9y/4 plus 9 is the curve. Yeah, exactly surrounded. You know I'm correct. So let me start to integrate it. This is 1. 1 plus 1, 2, divided by 2. But originally got a 4 at the bottom, so there will be a times relation. Then this 9 don't have y, so it's y power 0. 0 plus 1, isn't it 1/1? No need to write plus c because you guys have number to sub. So now, sub inside. 0 sub inside, when I look at it, I know it's a 0. Because 0 divided by times 9 is 0. 0 times 9 is 0. 0 plus 0 is legit 0. But the rest, you must show the working lah. 9 times -4 squared over 8 plus 9 times -4. Okay, up to here. So 9 bracket -4 squared over 8 minus 36. So guys, I'm getting 0 minus -18. -18. So at the end, guys, I got it. The volume of the glass is 18 pi. So look at the glass volume is 18 pi. So now people asking you how many glass you need to prepare. Yeah. Number of glasses. So can anyone tell me how much volume, how much water I have first? No, how much water I have first? Very good, Jaslyn, my dear. You don't, okay, my dear. People asking you how many glass you need to prepare. Isn't it you should know how much water you have in the jug, and one jug actually can put inside how many glasses, correct? But these questions, how much water I have, people say you have 3 jug of water. So actually, you should take the water volume, the jug volume, times 3. That is how much water you have, correct? So times 3, then now you should take the times 3, divide by 18 pi. Because 18 pi is 1 cup. So you want to know 972 times 3. That means you guys got 2,916 pi water. That much of water can equally divide to how many 18? So you divide by 18. Oh, 162 glasses that I need to prepare so that I can finish, put all my water inside the cup. Do you guys understand so far? Hey, don't leave first. I need some confirmation. I'm very scared. Please answer me first. Yes or? So guys, this is how a KBAT look like, okay? But the concept is the same one. I know, guys, I repeat, my dear, I'm very scared, okay? I'm so sorry. I don't know why I'm sorry, but I'm sorry, okay? So my dear, I repeat, this chapter you want to score well, your differentiation need to be good, okay? If it's not good, go my YouTube, find those differentiation. I got a lot, damn a lot, okay? You guys definitely can understand it after all the videos, okay? Then for integration, right, I feel like these 2 hours is not enough for me to do every single type, and I maybe go a very deep one on the starting. Or maybe can you tell me, maybe I think too much. Do you guys understand so far? Like, not for my own students, my own student, shh. Can I want those who are not my students? Because you guys will let me understand whether, like, am I legit? I fully understand very well. Is it? Oh, so understand one lah. Fully understand? Oh, is it? Is it? Oh, okay. So I shouldn't be so panic lah, okay? That means you legit understand lah. Okay. The concept is there lah. Okay, yeah. The concept is there. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. Okay, don't understand, it's fine. Okay, understand the concept also fine. Okay, you just practice. The concept is all like that one. Can huh? Okay lah. Okay lah, I trust myself. Okay. Can. Bye guys. Okay. I won't be stressed. Okay, I won't be stressed. Okay. Bye guys. Thank you so much. 안녕. Ta-ta. I trust myself, but I don't trust. I don't know. I scared I never have the basic, suddenly jump to so hard, right? Okay. Can. Bye, Sita. Bye, Singro. Bye, Kashin. Bye, Liz. Bye, Nurin. Bye, Qian Yin. Bye, Divya. Bye, Dibian. Bye, Xinyi. Bye, Yindong. Don't have only got final answer, Yiding. Bye, Dongjun. Bye, Yiqiang. Bye, Kadana. I leave lah, guys. 안녕. Bye, Yiting.